Hi everyone! So this year I've been on kind of a green beauty roller coaster, I guess. I've had some really great hits, but also some big misses. So I thought I would do a video going over my best and worst green beauty products that I tried in 2017. I tried to choose products that I haven't really talked about that much before, and also, of course, I should say that just because I do or don't like these products doesn't mean that they will or won't work for you. Of course, everybody's different, and some of the products I'm going to talk about I know some people really like. I am just sharing my experience. So first, I'm going to jump right into my worst product by far this year, and this is also the most disappointing product because I was so excited about it, and that is the Lola mascara. This product was recommended to me by so many people, and I had a terrible reaction to this. When I first used it, 2 days in, I started to feel like my eyelids were a little itchy, but I wasn't sure it could have been anything. And about 3 or 4 days in, I woke up with bright red, puffy, itchy eyelids. Of course, I stopped using it and wasn't wearing makeup at all and let that kind of go away. It took a few days to go away. And I wasn't 100% sure that it was the mascara. So after everything cleared up, I tried it again, and right away, the next day, again, I had swollen, red, puffy, itchy eyelids. I have never had a reaction like that to any makeup product. It actually did seem like a pretty good mascara before that happened. I don't know if anyone else has had a reaction like that to this mascara, but because of that awful experience, this is for sure the worst product I tried this year. So because I could no longer wear the Lola mascara, I went back to the Dr. Hauschka mascara, and I think this is the best mascara that I've tried. This is the defining mascara. I've also tried the lengthening mascara. I think I like the defining one slightly better, although they did just change the packaging, and I don't know if they changed the formula. It doesn't seem to be different, but I haven't worn this new one long enough to really tell. What I do really like about this though is that it has a very thin, tiny brush. I really like this brush. This is the first time I've tried a thin little brush like this, and I think it works a lot better than the thicker ones. I'm gonna be using this for a while because I like it and I had a pretty terrible mascara experience, so I'm gonna stick with something that I know. Next, another product that I didn't like is the 100% Pure Long Last Concealer. Still have some of it left. This I find is really thick and just difficult to blend in, especially under the eyes. It goes on really thick and feels really tacky, so I find it really difficult to work with, especially compared to the RMS, which is nice and smooth and really easy to blend in. It also smells kind of weird, which is strange for 100% pure products. I found I would only use this concealer on spots because it just didn't work really well to cover up dark circles. And I think this is a good concealer if you maybe have very oily skin, but if you have combination skin like me or dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this. And because I was having issues like this, I was in a store one day and I decided to pick up a concealer from Dr. Hauschka, and this is also really difficult to blend in. It creased up right away. It's also not a great match for my skin tone. It doesn't settle into the skin very well. It starts off really liquidy and then it almost gets kind of powdery when it dries, and I found that it would crease really bad, especially under the eyes. However, a product that I do really like is the Lola powdered foundation and concealer. I tried both of them this year because I wanted to compare them and see what the difference was. And I think I like the foundation a bit better than the concealer because it does come in more shades, and I think the consistency is maybe slightly better. They do seem pretty similar though. I love Lola because they actually have a ton of pale shades. If you're very pale like me, this is a great brand. And the lightest shade is actually too light for me, which is really surprising. I've never had that experience before. And this works really well for me because I have combination skin. So I find that basically any concealer either works really well on my cheeks and under eyes and terribly on like my nose and greasier areas, or the opposite. So I like using this in combination with my RMS Uncover Up because this is an oilier consistency, and then I can put this on any oilier areas to absorb extra oil, and I find that combination works really well for my combination skin. So that's what I do if I want more coverage, but if I want less coverage, I'll wear just the powder over a moisturizer or tinted moisturizer, and that works really great. That's basically what I wore all summer long, and it's nice and light. This is a product that I think I'm always gonna have on hand. Sometimes use it in combination with the RMS, sometimes just on its own, but that's why it's my top, I guess, complexion product. Next, I want to talk about this face cleanser from Martina Gebhardt. And this is the worst face cleanser I've ever used. I know this sounds dramatic, but I've never used so many bad products in 1 year. I bought this because it was in a glass bottle, and I was like, oh, that's nice, and I'll save some plastic, but this is terrible. It's their Sage cleanser. It's supposed to be a purifying cleanser. It's supposed to help with acne. I was getting some more acne around the time, so I thought this was great. And it's also like a gentle cleanser. This doesn't remove anything. I could only use this in the morning when I didn't have any makeup on, and even then I just would prefer to use this after using another cleanser. This really showed me how I should not be impulse purchasing anything and should always be doing more research into things, but I just really needed a cleanser, so I picked it up from the store. It is a very moisturizing cleanser, like your skin doesn't feel stripped and dry after using this. Didn't seem to irritate my skin or cause any more acne. However, if you want to use it to also clean your face and help remove makeup and that kind of thing, then it's not good at all. I think if you are going to use this, you have to use it in combination with another cleanser that's going to really clean out your skin. But that's not a cleaning routine that I'm into. I want to have just one product that I can use. But a cleanser I did really like is the 100% Pure Purity Cleanser and Mask, I believe it's called. And I don't have one to show you because I'm all out and it's no longer available on the site I usually order 100% Pure from. It still seems to be available on some of their other sites though, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I'm going to try to track it down because I really liked it. It's a peppermint cleanser, it cleans really well, your skin feels like tingly and fresh. I also really like that it's both a mask and a cleanser. I felt clean and my skin felt really clean and nice after using that instead of this one where it still felt like it had stuff on it. So I definitely preferred the 100% Pure cleanser. What's interesting about this is you probably noticed that there are brands where I have both best and worst products from, which just goes to show that because you really love or hate one product from a brand, it doesn't mean you're gonna love or hate all of their things. Because now I have another 100% Pure product, which I did not like, and that is their brushes. I had 2 of their brushes, and this was a mistake getting these. I figured I could use some new eyeshadow brushes. I've been using the same little Eco Tools brush for so long, and this brush is great. Eco Tools is awesome. I'm really happy with their brushes. These brushes I found really difficult to work with, which may just speak to the fact that I don't know very much about brushes or using makeup brushes. This could be more of a problem with me and my brush skills versus the actual brushes, but I found them really difficult to work with. It was difficult to apply. They're quite firm. I'm not at all the kind of person who wants a ton of brushes to do my makeup. I want as minimal a makeup collection as possible. So it was definitely a mistake getting these. I figured that they would make my makeup application easier and faster, but yeah, I just found using these, I gave up really quickly. They didn't help me at all. They actually made it more difficult. So yeah, not happy with those guys. So a product I really enjoyed this year is the Magic Organic Apothecary Aphrodite oil. As you know, if you've watched my channel, I really like using facial oils, and usually I just use one single oil like jojoba or almond oil, and that's it. But I decided to try an oil blend, and this is rose hip oil based, and it also has some rose oil and yarrow and I believe geranium and a few other things. I really like this oil. I chose rosehip oil because it's supposed to be good if you have redness and balancing out your skin tone. And I do think it has helped with that. I don't think it's like, you know, done any miracles on that, but I definitely think that my skin seems more even. This oil soaks in really nicely. It's not a greasy oil, which I think is great for my combination skin. It seems moisturizing enough for my dry areas and not overly greasy in my oilier areas. Although if you have dry skin, this probably isn't a good choice because it is a drier oil. But I've really enjoyed using this and I will continue to purchase it. It seems like a nice combination of oils and is working really well for my skin. So the next product I want to talk about isn't really a makeup or beauty product, but I still wanted to talk about it because it was not good. And that is this Lama Zuma solid toothpaste. It looks like this. It's like toothpaste on a stick. And the way you're supposed to use it is you wet your brush, you rub it against this, and then you brush your teeth. It's obviously plastic free, which is really awesome. But as a toothpaste, it's terrible. I got this primarily for my husband because he travels a lot and he hated using this. It takes so long to get enough of the product onto your toothbrush, and then it's just not a very good toothpaste. As you can see, we really haven't used much of this because we both got so frustrated and annoyed with it that we switched back to using our little toothpaste tabs. So yeah, this is something that I guess we'll try to use up, but I would not at all repurchase this. But another non-beauty product that I want to share with you is the Schmitz Deodorant. Again, I don't have one to show you because I'm all out of it. This is a baking soda based deodorant, so if you have issues with that, it's not a good choice. Now, I usually just make my own deodorant, but I picked this up because I wanted to try out what a commercial baking soda deodorant is like, and it's really nice. The scents are amazing. So if you don't want to or have time to make your own and you want to trust a company that has their formula down, I think their deodorant is really great. It's pretty strong. It's definitely stronger than my homemade one, and yeah, like I said, it smells really nice. I would repurchase it if I wanted a really nicely scented deodorant. And the last product, which I really didn't like, is most of the shampoo bars I tried this year. I really wanted to find a good shampoo bar, and I actually found one that's okay, but not amazing, nothing that I would really recommend. I unfortunately don't have the brands or kinds that I tried because I got them from the local unpackaged store and they just came in like a paper bag and I didn't write down the names or anything. But I find shampoo bars are really difficult. They seem to work okay at first, but then over time my hair gets really dried out and frizzy, which I have issues with. I know a bunch of you guys have been recommending me different ones and I do want to try some of those, and I'm going to try some of those in the new year, but my shampoo bar adventure has been pretty disappointing. However, I do have a shampoo and conditioner that I really liked using. The Innate Life reached out to me to try their new shampoo and conditioner, and because I was having so many issues with shampoo bars, I very happily agreed to, and I think these are really nice. They smell amazing. The conditioner is nice and moisturizing. It's got a lot of really great ingredients. I've really enjoyed using them. I am still gonna try out some shampoo bars because I do want to find a good one, but I'm gonna mix them in between using these. The shampoo in particular smells amazing. It's got a really nice citrus scent and I loved using it, especially after my shampoo bar disappointment. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say again that just because these products did or didn't work for me doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you. This is just my experience, but I would love to hear in the comments if you've tried any of these and what you thought of them, and also what your favorite and least favorite green beauty products are. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one.